Alright, so this video should be short. 10th circle, and then I think I'm just gonna finish the quest and get to the maybe part where I unlock the 11th. Maybe I won't even start the 11th. Maybe it'll just be this and finishing this quest. We'll see. Hopefully I get gear. Or the chest piece. A little chicken.
I am Pandaemonium. From countless failures have I wrought miracles. Into soulless vessels I breathe life.
Demonic. Is that just demonic but spelled funny? Dungeon. I don't like how this is spread out. There's a lot of Lalafels. This is the most I've ever had.
You will go no further. Like a spider, I spin my web. This prison offers no escape.
Oh.
I mustn't disappoint Lady Athena.
Already was in there, dude.
Stay where you are. Webs like unto chains. A tangled morsel awaiting death. All paths lead back to me.
Everyone's over here.
I offer a glimpse of Lady Athena's power! Stay where you are. A tangled morsel awaiting death. All paths lead back to me.
Okay.
I am Pandaemonium, and these cells are mine!
Ah!
Stay where you are. Bear yourselves to me. Your punishment shall be unending. For Athena. For Mother.
Ow.
I'll give you special cells.
Oh wait. I think it was a tank thing.
Your soul screams. Wet like unto chains. These bars are unbreakable.
Now why is the web only there? Why didn't it go the other
Stay
side?
where you are. Wet like unto chains. All paths lead back to me. For Athena. For Mother.
Uh. Oh, I didn't get it. That was a beautiful display, as always. I stand enchanted by your grace in battle. Jeez, is that? Pandemonium's final gate has been cast wide. I shall await your arrival beyond. Apologies for not coming sooner. The space is enveloped by some fell energy and couldn't risk venturing through it before taking due precautions. Were my eyes mistaken? Was that Themis? Tell us what you know. We must consider our next course of action carefully. I ought to have anticipated this. If she bore witness to past events within Pandaemonium, Athena would have found Elidibus impossible to overlook. He possessed such a talent for magics, to say naught of the emissary's discerning judgment. So she found his soul upon the tides of the ethereal sea and used his memories to craft a puppet that would serve her whims. But is what Themis said true? She imbued Pandemonium itself with a soul to breathe life into that which should never live. Athena's research is fast approaching its culmination. Fortunately, with the information shared with us by your friends, we made some strides toward figuring out how to stop her. A crystal called the Heart Sabic may be the key. Sabic. This researchers related a quick but thorough history of events leading to the present, the sundering of the star, the emergence of the Asians, and the calamities that they brought to bear upon the realm. Tales that, under other circumstances, we would have considered childish fantasy, if not for the name that rang true to La Habrea's memories. The Heart of Sabic, to you the secret of the Ultima weapons might, not least the spell known as Ultima, and a source of enduring mystery. We are told that a general from the Garlean Empire was gifted this auracite by an Asian, that the Ultima weapon might be perfected. The identity of the shadowy benefactor, however, remains a curious unknown. You seem to be a veritable trove of uncommon knowledge. Is there aught you are withholding? Very well. At present, the Heart of Sabic itself is of greater moment. It is a creation of Athena's, made during her time with the words of La Habrea. This predates even Pandemonium's construction. She brought before us a crystal she claimed to have chanced upon, saying it contained immense power. She dubbed it Auracite, studying it with a fervor unusual even for her. The eventual fruit of her efforts was a Stygian crystal unlike aught we had ever seen, the Heart of Sabic. What is Auracite? We theorized that it came from beyond our star. Beyond that, naught was ever known. Much later, we discovered that Auracite magnifies the desires of those who come into contact with it. This would do much to explain Athena's actions following a recovery of the crystal. Alas, this realization came too late. By the time I moved to seal the Auracite and its insidious influence away, Athena's plot had already been laid. So it became of the Heart of Sabic. I took it from Athena's laboratory after I ended her life. The density of the ether within was unlike anything I had observed. I knew its capacity for destruction, but further analysis proved impossible. I elected to safeguard it myself. Is it possible that Athena herself obscured the crystal's contents? Even were her memory stored within, I would have remained in ignorance. She included some mechanism by which to give these memories form, as she did with our own. She would be reborn. Ironic that I should have protected those very memories in the name of safeguarding the star. Fate is loath to see mistakes go unpunished. Okay, I think I took direct hit and critical hit. I'll go to direct hit, I think, again. Alright, I'll accept and unlock the circle, just so, yeah, I don't have to come back here. The emissary's judgment. I have told you all that I know of Athena and the many secrets she kept hidden from the world. If she indeed stored her memories within the heart of Subic, we must ask ourselves how they were awakened in this age. When was the crystal last sighted? During my fight with the Ultima weapon, in which you triumphed but failed to recover the heart. Yet, according to your colleagues, there was another on the battlefield that day, an Ascian. And this selfsame Ascian was later struck down at a location known as the Aetherochemical Research Facility. I've heard that name, and recently, the site of Professor Claudian's disappearance. Indeed, he was tracing an ethereal signature resembling that of the memory crystal in his possession, a signature that may well have belonged to the heart of Sabic, in which case it is no coincidence that Athena's awakening followed. But what reason would he have to bring her back to life? Was his mind not his own? Yet more questions without answers. Although Athena's essence is that of a memory, her magics have not suffered for lack of a physical body. As the world is now, it should not be possible, but she must have found a suitable vessel. If Elidibus is to be believed, she readies this vessel for godhood, and is perilously close to success. A beggar's belief, as you well know, you were the linchpin of her ambition. Yours was the only form that could contain the immense power Athena required, and has long since turned to dust. As pleasant as this discussion is, we require more information if we're to unravel this mystery. You know who awaits you, Chief? Themis. I fear you won't find him so cooperative as we're accustomed to. We know not how vast the space beyond these gates may be, but somewhere within lurks Athena, with Elidibus leashed at her side. This may be a simplistic theory, but hear me out. If Themis arose from his memories intact, he will be eager to see reason. We need only to break the magics that bind him to regain our old ally. When I had fallen under Hephaestos' influence, you didn't stop trying until I was freed. I would ask that you do the same for Themis. Though none of us are real in the conventional sense, I feel it must be done. Themis would never have wished to be your enemy. Well, I mean, Shadowbringers. Well, Eric Thonios' perspective is a sentimental one. Elidibus may possess privileged knowledge. To question him unimpeded by magics would be ideal. Agdistis broke free of her bonds in her final moments, suggesting that Athena's hold weakens under the weight of combat. You might use the same principle to unshackle Elidibus' mind. But remember that our very nature is fragile. Even if he inhabits a vessel with which to meet you in battle, I'm certain it is not meant to endure. If left weakened for too long, his aether may dissipate back into the ethereal sea. You had best act quickly. The 11th circle. Do I dare? Do I dare? I mean, you'll find out in a moment. This video ends now. I didn't do it. If it continues, I did it. Penis. Okay, I'm back. I decided to say fuck it. I might just beat this tonight. Then I don't have to worry about doing it tomorrow. Oh, fuck. I need a water. Hi, friend.
I suppose I have Athena to thank for this incarnation.
What the fuck?
I have long considered how I might stand against you, I admit. In transformation, I present to you my truth. I am Invidious.
Oh, he's like a dragoon almost, or something. He's like a lance. I swear they said this thing was limited in use.
My heart quivers in anticipation. Will light embrace or darkness consume?
Ow. So you gotta get back in that bitch. Oh.
Submit to the emissary's judgment! The balance must needs be maintained. Will you be judged worthy to exist? These magics are not for you to win.
Oh wait.
Light embrace or darkness
I don't know what to do. 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 I don't get it. I gotta shut up, dude. I'm gonna wake up Toasty. Oh, I wasn't even in the thing. Oh, whoops.
now to take your measure.
I wonder if I woke Toasty up. Should have waited maybe that to finish. Oh, that was actually pretty good timing. See, I don't know if I'm supposed to go to the one that my thing was lighting up.
I am the emissary, and I shall never die.
Okay, so I'm going to the one that it gave me.
Now to take your measure.
Okay, maybe go to the opposite.
These magics are not for you to wield.
Bro,
Will you be
I don't want to
judged worthy to
play.
exist?
I should have went to bed. Get me away from the tank.
Will light embrace or darkness consume? For victory! Warriors forged in my own image. These magics are not for you to wield. Power from beyond! Now to take your measure. For victory! I am the emissary, and I shall never die.
Okay, let me go to the opposite.
Now to take your measure. These magics are not for you to wield.
Did I die again? I think I died at the end. The one that really got me was the revive, then I got kicked back into the blue. Well, I didn't get shit. The fog has lifted. I knew that Athena's magics magnified the desires of their victim at the expense of aught else, but I never guessed what desire of mine she could exploit. Since the moment we met, I have made plain my interest in you, my desire to understand your nature. I suppose that curiosity extended how each of us would fare in a match of strength. What is this? Free, then I am no longer needed. Do not look so crestfallen, my friend. These few moments of clarity are more than I could have asked for. We need you, Themis. Your work isn't over yet. You must render judgment of Athena's actions. Your work isn't over yet. This warmth, your ether. You grasp the fraying strands of my being and tie them together with your own. Nevertheless, I fear that I am here on borrowed time. I only hope that I can see you through the last of our battles. Until then, I will cherish every moment. I am Elidibus, the emissary. As such, it falls upon me to judge Athena, who would disrupt our carefully maintained balance to fulfill her own desires. I swear I shall not waver in this duty. Let us return to Erichthonios and La Habrea. There is much I would share with you before we embark upon our final ascent. Themis, it's good to see you. I know Cheese would guide you to our side once again. I'm grateful she had the patience to tolerate my lapse in manners. Athena's hold upon me is broken, and I pledge every moment of my remaining time to seeing that she answer for her deeds. Very good. To that end, I would have you share what you know of her plan. Of course, as I mentioned, Athena possesses a vessel that may serve in the creation of a god. It is someone she knows well, a man by the name of Claudian. By a twist of fate, his body proved to be ideal for Athena's purpose. The creation of a person requires not just body, soul, or memory, but rather all three. We are made from the memories of our ancient counterparts, etched upon drifting souls and given form through the infusion of ether. We lack a physical body, yet you can see and feel us all the same. Athena is different. She has carved her memories into Claudian's soul while it was still within its body, and thus made both her own. But even she is prone to error. After the sundering, beings became more fragile in both body and soul, and this difference prevents Athena from realizing the full extent of her desires. So that's why she has turned her sights toward cheese. Her uncommon strength rivals even the mightiest of our age. By scrutinizing her feats in battle, Athena aims to deduce the secret of Cheese's prowess and use it to fortify her own vessel. Only then will the culmination of her research be at hand. We have to save Claudian. An arduous task, but not impossible. Athena can inscribe herself upon another's soul, but she cannot erase its will. If we awaken Claudian's spirit to the reality of his bondage, he might be compelled to wrest his body from Athena's clutches. We still don't know why she chose Claudian, what makes him more suited than anyone else. Although I have never spoken to Claudian, I did witness an incident that may prove revealed, whatever. When instructing the vessel to do her bidding, she called it by a familiar name, Eric Thonios. What? Why would she? It is as I thought. Go to termination again. A mother's touch. Themis, you may have just handed us the key to rescuing Claudian. What must we do? First and foremost, we must confront Athena. She must be made vulnerable as Elidibus was. Yet our opponent stands on the verge of godhood. As we are now, she would unmake us in an instant. Cheese, we have no choice but to place the burden of our fate and the fate of many more besides squarely upon your shoulders. I trust you have no objections. Objections, no. Concerns, yes. Gods or no, I shall cast her down. It's a burden I'm used to carrying. I imagine so. Ever have we relied upon your skill at arms? And we all appreciate Cheese's willingness to fling herself at the unknown. However, we have yet to hear how this will liberate Claudian. I have a plan. Do not trouble yourself over the details. The same goes for you, Cheese. You must focus the entirety of your attention on Athena. She'll not be easily bested, even by one of your prowess. And let us trust in La Habrea and prepare for the battle to come. Before we face Athena, I must know. If she had never discovered the aura site and had never fallen under its influence, would she have lived a normal life? Would she have been a mother to me? I've asked myself the same questions with no answer, I fear. But let us put them out of our mind. There's something we must discuss, and I would do so not as La Habrea, but as a father to his son. And I'm about 12 circle. Alright, do I go in and die? Or do I do it tomorrow? I know there's going to be a lot of reading, and I don't have it in me to read anymore. So, yeah, I think this is it. So, thank you to whoever may be watching. Have a good night, and penis.